Now then YouTube, I'm the Toff Man, and in today's episode we're going to get into autocrafting in applied energistics. Woo! Eventually. Now then YouTube, I'm the Toff Man, and welcome back to some more Not the Bees. We're on episode number 19, I do believe now. I'm losing track of the numbers, guys. I've hardly ever got this high when it comes to a series. But I've done a little bit of work off camera. Let's go and show you guys. I've sort of dumbed down this. So basically it extracts off this chest and inserts all of the raw materials on the same line rather than having one line for everything. So we've got two spare bits now, basically. This one will extract printed silicon from there and also the chest if needs be. I could have it so that it extracts... wait, hold on a second. Yeah, no, that'll be fine. I don't know why I've got that there, to be honest. I have no idea why that is there. So let me take that off. Basically, that extracts silicon from there and then inserts it into the bottom side of that one. And that one extracts redstone and inserts it onto the east side. Okay, so now we are fine. Oh, I know why I had that set to there. That was because we want to use the silicon things in here as well. Give me 1 second. Just for the moment. That wants to be extract. So we'll extract silicon from there and insert it into the bottom side of that. Okay, brilliant. I've sorted it out. I've got a couple more lines now. Also, I have added the calculation press into this as well. And that is on... Is it this one? No, it's on the raw materials. It's up here, look. Pure Certus Quartz crystals. In between episodes, guys, I very simply made a load of growth crystal accelerators, these things. Crystal growth accelerators. Bit of water in there. Chucked it all in. The wiring is a little bit terrible. Gotta be honest with you guys. But unfortunately, you've got to have it all pointing inwards. In which case, all this wiring is actually needed to get into the sides of these things. So... that does a really good job, and it does it so quick. When you've got 5 of these crystal growth accelerators, guys, when you've got 5 of them, it's crazy how quick it goes. I made a full stack of Pure Certus Quartz crystals, as you can see, so now we've got them available to us as well. And the reason why I wanted to do that, guys, is because I want to get into the auto-crafting side of things. These crafting units require calculation processors. So, why don't we just make 6 of them? Why not, guys? Let's stick all 6 of them in there. We've got enough redstone. We've got enough printed silicon in there. And that will go ahead and get that down into printed calculation presses, which will put them into there and make calculation processors, which will get extracted out and put into this chest here. Absolutely fantastic, is it not, guys? It is. I'll tell you that right now. It is fantastic. So we've just got to go ahead and add this to an auto-crafting mechanism once we've got the auto-crafting going for this thing. The reason why I want to get auto-crafting going, guys, is the storage cells. When we get into more storage cells, they require these storage components, which are made up of smaller ones, which are made up of... it's just a pain. It really is. So if we can get these all on auto-crafting, we can then get storage cells on autocraft, and then we'll be laughing. Look at that. That is fantastic. 6 more calculation processors, and I never even had to get involved. That is how I like it. That is definitely how I like it. So let's go ahead and have a look. I have no idea. I've never done applied energistics auto-crafting before. I would just presume we need a crafting unit. Because it's actually a crafting co-processing unit, we've got crafting storage, and all of them need these crafting units. So I'm just presuming we'll need one. I think we actually need a few more of these as well, actually. So let's go ahead and make them. So we should be able to make 3 of them. Brilliant. I don't know what this is. What is this? It requires an engineering processor. I know we need one of these. I know we need the crafting storage to be able to... when we auto-craft things, it's got to put them somewhere whilst it's crafting. I think it works something like that. So we might need something like a 4K one. Maybe a 1K one should be okay for this one. We'll see. We will see. So there's our co-processing unit. I have no idea if we need that or not. And there is our 1K crafting storage. Okay, next gen crafting. Here we go. Let's go to sleep really quickly so nothing spawns. I just realised as well, because I go, flip over to my test world to test things out, I put it on peaceful when I'm over in my test world so I don't get bothered. And unfortunately, I was still unpeaceful over here for the last couple of episodes. And I do apologise for that. But, I mean, let's be honest, guys. I'm probably not going to die at this stage. Well, I say that. I'm not going to die to mobs at this stage. I'm going to die to absolutely stupid behaviour. That's pretty much for certain. So, I've changed that back again. Where do I want the auto-crafting? Where do I want the crafting system itself? Well, I think what I'm going to do is something that you guys will probably shout at me for. But, you know, what can we do? I need 2 of them. And have I not got enough? I've got no torches. Have I got glowstone? I do have glowstone. Okay, that should work for the moment. That will have to work for the moment, because that's the only way I can do it. So I'm going to make a little step over here, because it's annoying having to jump over all the time. And then I'm going to put that there, so nothing actually spawns on top of this. Brilliant. Because then I can put the auto-crafting thing on this side. I need ME cable, which is here. I shouldn't need too much of it. I do also want a crafting monitor, so you can see what I'm crafting at one stage. ME level emitter. I'll do that off camera because I can't bother. Right, okay, so co-processing unit. I'm just going to slap in there. Is that not how it works? Does that? Yes, that plugs in, but the co-processing unit does not. It must attach to that somehow. There we go. Okay, so we've got a crafting thing. All I can say is a crafting storage. I don't know how to auto-craft. This is the problem. Terminal style, sort order view, stored, craftable. How do I tell it? It used to be done with like patterns. Is that a thing that I can do? Crafting patterns, blank patterns. Here we go. Patterns. So we need an encoder, I would believe. Lovely. A crafting table, easy to craft. I've already got that. So the pattern encoder, does this require to be plugged in? It does require to be plugged in. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead. Wait, that's from AE2 stuff. Maybe we don't need an encoder. Oh, I have no idea. We'll soon find out anyway, guys. Let's put that there. We need blank patterns. This, I'm just going off memory from very, very long time ago, so please do bear with me, guys. So I've got 2 blank patterns here. I put them into there, don't I? And I put everything into there, and I say, right, make that recipe for me. So if I wanted to do it, so storage, for instance, these 1K storage cells. The basic thing is making one of these, which is one of these. So I want to use the Certus quartz crystal, not the charged Certus quartz, not the pure Certus quartz, but these ones. So if I do that, oh no, it's going to make one. Okay, do we have to get the actual things out of here? So 1, 2, 3, 4. The golden processor, that one, and was it redstone? 4 redstone. Oops, it's not crafting, is it? Storage. Here we are. 4 redstone, yeah, so it is that. Let's, on the outside then, put 4 redstone, 4 crystals, and one of these. And it says ME key, 1K ME storage components. So if I take this now, I've got an encoded pattern. It will craft for me that, which is absolutely fantastic. And I will take it every day of the week. So, do I put this pattern into here? No, I don't. Do I put this pattern into here? No, I don't. Where do I put my patterns? Oops. Where on earth do I put my patterns? Pattern storage. Really? No, that's industrial craft too. That cannot be a pattern storage. A pattern terminal. Do I need one of these? Oh no, I think that just makes... We can get a crafting terminal with that and it'll allow me to make patterns straight from the terminal. That's not a bad idea, rather than using this thing, getting a pattern terminal. But I have no idea where to put my actual patterns themselves. Do I just stick it in there? No, I don't. Okay. Where did my pattern go? There. Where do you go? Where do you go? Using substitutions, yes. I should have put no really on that one. Let me figure this out. Alright guys, I do believe it is the molecular assembler. Let's hope that that is the case. Let's stick it on the end of here. I think we can now put the patterns... Is that right? I mean, seriously? You can only store one pattern in there? That makes no sense. Right, so let's have a look at the craftable. It's not even in there. So where on earth do we put this? It's definitely got power. I can see it's got stuff in there. I think it needs it to be able to actually make it, but I don't know where to store the patterns to be able to see them in here. Alright guys, I figured it out. It's to do with ME interfaces, and we're going to be using these anyway, so it's not too much of a hassle. I've got one there that's attached to this molecular assembler here, and it's got a pattern in it, which is the one that we've made, the 1K storage pattern. Now the good thing is, once we've done that, we can actually get into it with the craftable. So we could say craft 1 please next. We're missing a logic processor. So this is where the auto-crafting comes into play with the ME terminals and using the system that we've already got over yonder place. So if we go to sleep really quickly here, I'm hoping that we can set this up today. Now this will be an absolute boon, because if I can do this now, show you guys how this works, and the next episode, you know, in between episodes, I can get a load of these done, and you can see what I mean by doing this. So if we take a look at all of this sort of stuff, so interface, this thing. Oh, we need more of these. We might want to get these on Autocraft, because I swear to God, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright, 4 gold. I'm going to run out of gold soon, actually. Right, let's take them out. We don't need them. Stack them in there. But this is working really well. I like this. The only problem is getting in and out of the chest. I don't know if ME interfaces can pull or push out of a chest. I don't think they can. But basically I can tell it to go into there. Maybe into a hopper or something like that. I have no idea. I don't know how it'll exactly work. But we'll sort it out. We will sort it out. That's for sure. So, is that one done now? They're done. They're not showing up here. They're in there, but I've run out of redstone. We might need to move the redstone bees again. This is getting absolutely silly. That'll work. There we go. Okay, that's making some more calculation units for us. Oh, there must have been a few left, actually, to craft. So, what I'm going to do, guys, here is basically I'm just going to make a couple more of these gold ones. I'm hoping that they're going to be sometime soon. Here we go. So I don't have to stop recording for you guys. Logic processor. Alright, that there, that's an annihilation core. And that in there for the other one. So, ME interface. This thing for that one, the formation core. What are we missing now? Fluix dust. God damn it. This is why I wanted the macerator up and running. The only problem is that one solar panel up there, I tried to make it a little bit better, but the problem with it is there's just not enough power going into it. I mean, I put that there, the extractor, I made one of them so I can get more rubber, because I was going to do some more stuff with... I'm just going to do some more stuff with industrial craft and get towards that that quest being done, but unfortunately it's just not creating enough power for me. So I want to go ahead. The macerator is definitely one of the first things that I do want, because that will help me with my coal dust rather than having to do it by hand like that. It will help me with the coal dust there. So I definitely do want to do that. That is on my list of things to do. But first and foremost, guys, it is getting this auto crafting up and running so that you can see it all in order here. So the ME interface, I don't know how this is going to work, actually. Leave it with me. Alright guys, I don't know if this is going to work or not. It looks a bit messy. Probably is, to be quite honest. We're going to stick that in the back of this thing here. We're going to only import out of that chest a logic processor. Nothing else. So I don't want anything else to get pulled out of this chest other than this thing right here. at least that's the hope. We'll see what happens. So this pattern here, actually it creates one logic processor with one piece of silicon, one gold ingot and one redstone. That should be all we need to be able to craft one of these. Now it should say, okay, this is where I can make it. So it'll put it into here, then it'll get sucked out into the chest. This is the hope. I haven't actually tested this. It will get pulled out into the chest. Of course, this chest will then, it's connected to the XNet, so the XNet will do the thing. This will then create one of these logic processors, which will then get imported back into the system. That's the hope. Let's go ahead. Oh, I've changed this to a pattern terminal, by the way, so I can create patterns down on this bottom right-hand side. So I've gone with a processing pattern rather than just a normal crafting pattern. So let's take a look at this. Processor. Can we look at craftable ones? 1. Okay, so I don't want to do anything else. Crafting CPU automatic, so it'll use my CPUs that are off towards the side there. Let's hope this works. So as you can see, everything's actually gone into there. You can see the silicon, the gold, the redstone. It's all been crafted. I could do with the crafting monitor actually on here. So, and then that should have gone into there, so that should have got imported back into the system. Let's put that into there. That'll do its business. I don't know if that's actually done. If we're waiting on anything or whatever, I don't know. We've got 3 logic processors there. Let's get a crafting terminal. One of these bad boys. Crafting monitors, should I say. So we've got one of them. That's fine. We just need one of these, which is an ME level emitter, which we can grab one of them. That's what I was talking about last episode. We're just missing the illuminated panel. Does it only require a dark illuminator? No. There. Where's my panel? I made some, right? Right, illuminated panels. Move items. Oh, it's the pattern terminal. Okay. I have my crafting terminal in here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to have to use my crafting terminal as well. This interface terminal I don't really need at the moment, but I'm going to keep it anyway. Okay. Crafting. Let's try this again, guys. Seriously? Where are my panels? Oh, I'm missing quartz glass, apparently. Glass. Oh, this is so annoying. Alright, illuminated panels. There we go. So we should now be able to make the crafting monitor. There we go. Good stuff. And we should have everything we need. That's brilliant. So if we actually connect this to this thing here, boosh, that should show us what it's crafting. So if we take, for example, the processor and make one of them, no crafting CPUs are available. Is it still thinking? I don't know if the interface needs to get it back or if it's the system that needs to get it back. Ooh. No core processor. There is a core processor. It's right there. Let me pick this up and put it back. See if it works. Has that just messed everything up? Hello? Okay, so as soon as I put that back on the top of it, it seems to go crazy. This one, absolutely fine. Works perfect. As soon as I put the crafting monitor on it, however, there's an issue. I don't know why. Do I need to put it on the core processing unit? No. I don't know where this thing goes. I could swear it goes on there, but maybe not. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there, see what happens. can we go ahead and craft another one? It says yes, we can. There's nothing there saying it's crafting. That's really annoying. Ah! Oh, I did not mean to do that. Let me sort this out. Alright guys, I figured it out. It has to be in sort of like a square sort of shape, or a line, or anything like that. It can't have bits just sticking off it like I was having it. So now that crafting monitor is now in there. If we go ahead and eventually go ahead and make another one of these, it should say, look, we're making one, we're waiting on the things to create one. And as you can see, I think it's just putting the final touches to it. One more squish, and that should be done. There we go. It has made that. It's back in the system, of course. We can see them just here, these logic processors. So that's absolutely fantastic. It is working a treat, and that is just for the one logic processor, of course. We can go ahead and make a pattern for the other ones. So if we take a look at our processors, we need to make one of these engineering processors, okay? So we want a processing pattern, put that into there. We want to say, look, piece of silicon. Even though we've got these printed silicons, but we need to do it from scratch just in case. So one piece of silicon. Have we got any redstone left? We don't. I've moved my redstone B down here again because, wow, 16 already. That is crazy. I need more redstone, basically. That's what it comes down to. So, piece of redstone in there as well. Oops, not 16 of them. Right, one piece of redstone. And what was the engineering? It was a diamond, wasn't it? I don't know if I've got any diamonds left. I do. Okay, that's brilliant. And one diamond, that will make an engineering processor. We basically encode that pattern. It's now in there. That's fantastic. We just need to add it to our ME interface at the back here. So it says, look, this is where you put all of that stuff. And then, of course, we need one of those patterns. There it is. Engineering processors, so we can stick it in our import over here at the back. Fantastic. So now we've got another one added to our auto crafting. So we can just go ahead and auto craft engineering processors now. I'm going to do that for the other processors, the calculation processor, all that sort of stuff. We've got these on auto crafters now, which is awesome. The next stage, of course, oops. The next stage, not crafting, storage. The next stage, as I was saying, is to, we've got that on AutoCraft, so it will go ahead and make one of them if we've not got one in the system, which is amazing. That will go ahead and make one of those 1K ME storage cells. So now we need to put this, the 1K ME storage cell, this thing, to AutoCraft as well. So we need to change that from a crafting pattern. Storage cell, this thing, that thing, and then go ahead and actually we don't have quartz glass on AutoCraft, but we should be fine. And then this thing wants to go into there. Now the good thing about the core processing unit that we've got here, it will allow us to actually extend the use of these molecular assemblers. Basically, if we put something into AutoCraft, it's just going to use that one single molecular assembler, which could take some time. But if we add more core processing units onto this cuboid that we've got at the back here, we will be able to use this ME interface with multiple of these molecular assemblers. So we can have one on the top, one on the side, all that sort of stuff. So these two will need to be moved, and our processing unit, which is this thing at the back here, can expand into a bigger cuboid later on down the line. But this thing will need to have all of its sides available to it if we want to go ahead and use that to make more stuff, basically. So if we go ahead, I don't know if we can do it at this moment in time. Let's have a quick look if we've got the quartz glass available to us. We do. So we should be able to go ahead and craft ourselves the 1K ME storage cell. Let's go ahead and start that. I think it was automatically done there. I think we had the majority of the stuff. So as you can see, there it is. The 1K storage cell. How awesome is that? Now that's a good start into auto crafting with applied energistics. I mean, it's made this place look a little bit more clustered down the back here, but I'm not too bothered, because upstairs, which is where we're going to be doing, hopefully in the end, the majority of our work, it should be absolutely fine. Here we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. 12 more redstone. I think we're definitely going to have redstone in one of these things and have an external storage for exactly redstone. I think that'll be the way of it, guys. That will certainly be the way of it. So this pattern encoder I don't actually need. Now I've got this, I don't need the pattern encoder. So let's pick that up. It's just a waste of time. This interface terminal will actually show me what interfaces are where. So if I wanted to name these particular interfaces, I could take the molecular assembly that's over there, pick it up, and if I named it in somewhere or another, I can't remember where I named it, but I can actually have the name of that molecular assembler right there. The same for the hopper. If I pick the hopper up and named the hopper, it will go ahead and have that name of that thing there. But I'm not particularly fussed. I can see hopper is there and I know exactly where that is and what it's going to craft. But if I wanted to, I can change the pattern to move it over there. Not that I want to, because of course I can't create the encoded patterns over in the hopper. It's just not going to work, guys. So there you go. That is a sort of quick overview into sort of like how autocrafting works within Applied Energistics 2. We're certainly going to be using this, and we're certainly going to be using sort of like a hybrid XNet and Applied Energistics. I mean, XNet works really, really well over on that side. All I have to do is say to the Applied Energistics, shove that in there, let it do its business, and take the other end, take the processor out the end, and it's done. I like the fact that we can mix up XNet with Applied Energistics. We're certainly going to be using XNet for these industrial apiaries. We're going to have a lot more industrial apiaries going forwards, especially when this guy is creating this much redstone going forwards, guys. We need to switch our things that we've got going on upstairs because it's not creating them quick enough for me. But these, look at this, look at the mysterious combs. Oh my goodness gracious me. And this guy just has no chance. Not a cat in hell's chance of catching up, ever. I mean, if we look at combs now, wow, okay, not a cat in hell's chance of ever keeping up with all of that. So we definitely need to look at extending our range of centrifuges that we've got out at the back here so that we can get all of our combs going through there. But that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please go ahead and leave a like. And until next time, I've been the Toff Man. As always, stay safe.